You know what I mean?
That's it.
All I need is a hot beat, and then I start talking some nonsense. You know, that's what sells.
And, like,
and I don't listen to a lot of stuff. I do, and as an artist, but when you start talking about preferences,
like you say, the media drives a lot of this stuff.
Totally.
And I believe they could change what sells. Honestly, because it didn't used to be this way. It didn't until the early '90s when really NWA kicked it off on the major scale as far as being the real gangster. You know what I'm saying? It's changed from that now. It changed from being a gangster to just.
We don't even see a lot
nowadays.
Of that no
it's
like
just
rappers.
hood this, hood that. I'm hood this, I'm hood that.
Yeah.
But until I believe they can change what's really, and the people obviously can change what's hot.
Oh, totally.
With the consciousness, I think just making people aware of things is so important because people. It's a lot of things I say about rappers when I'm having a conversation about rap music. I say things to people. I say, did you really hear what he said? Did you really hear what he meant when he said that line? And a lot of people I talk to say, man, I didn't, I never really listened to it. You know what I'm saying? So they listening to it. It's like they brainwashed almost.
And that's exactly what
listening to it, but I didn't even really hear what he just said about that woman. You know what I'm saying?
All I hear is the beat.
I hear the beat. I feel good. I'm thinking about where I was when I first heard that song.
Absolutely.
If I'm high,
I can somehow relate to it.
I'm like, I can get higher on this song.
I actually used to feel that way.
You know what I mean?
It was true.
You know what I mean?
It was true.
If I'm mad, I'm listening to this
Jeezy.
because this just pumps me up. If I gotta go cut somebody out,
Absolutely.
I want to listen to this. I ain't trying to listen to Marvin on this one, right? No Marvin Gaye on this one. I need to hear some Lil Wayne or somebody that's gonna pump me so that I got what it takes to go and take care of my business.
So what are your thoughts? How would you compare the rap game from now and then?
It's funny. I mean, you should mention that, man, because when I love music, you know what I mean? I love music too. I'm embarrassed, man.
That's a great word.
I'm embarrassed.
That is a great word.
Because one of the things I think about now, again, being a filmmaker, I'm working on a project about this now. We're in pre-production right now on a film to look at music and what it was in my day. Now, I'm not as old as many people probably think I am, but I was born in the late 70s, put it that way. And so, I still remember.
Old enough to be a fan of De La Soul.
Oh, totally. Oh, man, me, myself, and I. Which rock, and it was just good music. And so, you start to think about what music comes out now that you can listen to 20, 25 years from now and be like, man, I can listen to this with my kids, and be like, yo, or with my grandkids and be like, now this is music. You're not going to have that.
Absolutely.
Now, there's some dope lyricists. I got to give there's some lyricists out there, but again, I mean, when you start talking about real lyricists or the lyricists that can really move,
substance. When
talking some substance. Now, if you put some of these cats in the ring with some of the real lyricists, they get chewed up. And it's not even, it won't even be fair, man. It's not, like Jay-Z's a lyricist.
People will begin to look at these people for what they are, like, man, that's silly.
A lot of them
a lot have to get high first. They tell you.
They tell you.
And kick their way out of it.
You know what I mean? So, they got to get high and do their thing. And so it's kind of like real music. Like in my, whether it be De La Soul or be Tribe or, we had dances too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dances now, bruh. We had dances. Every song had like a dance. And then in that time, there were several dances that you did, that you could do to multiple songs. Cats. Now, one of the hottest songs that even Goody Mob had, and I'm a big Southern rap fan too. I like music, period. But one of the things that pulled me in, like when I went to college, when I did my undergrad, and I had I didn't know a whole lot because I wasn't really on my hip hop tip at that time. I was like, whatever, man, y'all ain't talking about nothing. But when I was a freshman in college, that's when I got hooked on Outkast. You know what I mean? I got hooked on
millions of others.
I got hooked on Outkast.
And
Outkast to this day is still my favorite hip hop duo. And to the point to where when you listen, Outkast is always talking about something. They talking about something. And it's like, what?
That's why when
they got those 4 mics, was it four mics?
What, for Aquemini?
Think of was it Aquemini? It may have been Aquemini, but they got it in the source. And of course, when they got that, it set stuff on fire. Because it's like they from the South. So how you gonna give them 4 months? No, that's because that's how dope that album is. That's how they were the first from the South to do this. That's how dope that album is. This is what it does. This is what they're talking about. This is how people are moving to it. You know what I mean? And it still has that social content because they can play in both
Socially
worlds.
conscious. It's absolutely.
You know what I mean? They can play, but you gotta listen to it.
These rappers that's here nowadays are they young. Don't get me wrong, they are young.
Yeah.
But these are the rappers that still grew up on some pretty good music.
Yep.
Like it's gotten real bad in the past, I would say 5 to 7 years, where it's just gotten silly bad.
Yeah.
You know, but these artists still listen to good music. And like you say, Outkast is a prime example of good music will still sell. When Outkast dropped Southern Playalistic, nobody had a clue who they were.
Yep.
But after it didn't take too long for it to sell 1 million records. This is before the day of bootlegs, you know.
Yep.
Right. So
Drop
good
18,
music
then,
it still will catch on, but it's just few and far between nowadays.
It is. And unfortunately, in the black community, particularly when you talk about, and I would consider young, I'm saying young being 50 and under, basically. You know, media is driving a lot of that, whether it be television or radio. Television or radio. What do you see? What do you see on television? That's really like, you know, like you see in the game. You seeing
VH1.
You know, a lot of this different, stuff that you're seeing.
Example with this media thing is a while ago I'm on Twitter.
And I hate on the game. I hate on the game. Let me say that.
Show, man.
Game is, it's all right.
It's entertaining.
You know, I think it was better before it came out this time. But y'all do y'all thing, man. I mean,
I like director.
I had to tweet a very popular radio responsibility. Not radio responsibility. What I'm talking about? Radio personality. Radio personality in Atlanta. Very popular guy. I had to tweet him about some of the stuff I was hearing, and it was a Trey Songz song actually. Mm-hmm. And I had to tweet him about some stuff I felt needed to be edited. You know, and it's like people never. It's like I actually told you about it. And a couple of people, they did not notice. It was the line on the song where he says, "Let me feel inside your panties." And he said, and I'm listening to it at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I was I'm appalled, like So I'm tweeting this guy, and and he's telling me, when you get your own radio station, you can listen to you can play what you want to play, That's what he tweeted back.
Wow.
And then I was tweeting him about the Lupe song that was out. It gets radio play now on this station, by the way. Good thing, But
that's how we do it.
I was tweeting him about that,
show.
And he it's the same thing. When you can play what you want to play, but then the Lupe is getting a little more play now, and that line actually is edited now. If you listen to the station, so I mean, and then people were retweeting. It's like they didn't notice the line until someone actually said something. And that's hard for me to believe that you can just listen to, you like the song, but you're not listening to it.
Right.
Before we get out of here, right quick, Jacquay, favorite rapper of all time? No. Just one
a
of your
few
top
rappers.
Yeah,
give us a few
of your top artists.
Oh, a few of my top rap artists. Like I said, Common, Lupe Fiasco, of course, Outkast, being Big Boy and Dre. Ice Cube, LL or Kool Moe D, or I could give you some, BDP, Bleed Down Production. I can give you, I can give you some of that.
Still my sister.
You know what I'm saying? The KRS-One. So
John, top artists.
I can't give you one, man. I can't give you one. I'm big time Jay-Z, of course.
I like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is the man. I mean, he's putting out the most progressive stuff I can hear right now, telling people to do what they need to do to get better. T.I., man, hometown guy. He's
I like them too. Both of them.
T.I.,
they're on my list too.
Player Fly, Andre 3000, man. Bun B.
And number one, Jay-Z.
Okay,
I'm a
Jay-Z fan.
I agree.
Number two is T.I.
I love T.I.
Like we on the road.
He had a big battle with my number 3 guy. I've been listening to this guy since I was a little kid. Ghostface Killer of the Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Number 4 is Player Fly.
Player Fly.
And number 5 depends on how I'm feeling. It could either be Andre 3 Stacks, Lil Wayne, or Tommy Wright III. That's real. That's how we do it on the Really Real Show, man. We like to thank Jacquay.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. Real talk.
You can check us out online, ScorpionFishProductions.com. Hit us up on our Facebook. If you want to speak to me, John, on Twitter, hit us up on Twitter. I'm Scorpion the God, Yard King 25. you've been watching a really real show with John West.
Nigga! You gonna wear a belt next time, nigga? You gonna wear your belt, nigga? You gonna wear your belt?
Wear your belt, nigga?
Wear a belt, nigga!
Oh, shit. You gonna wear your belt, nigga?
Fuck a belt. Shut up, nigga!
Hell no.
Wear your belt next time.